Welcome to Undisputed. We are live from LA. I'm Jenny Taft here with Skyp Bayless and Shannon Sharp, guys. Good morning.
Good morning. Great game last night, man.
How are you doing?
Now you see why Yo's going to be the MVP, right, Skip?
All I know is your Lakers have a cakewalk tonight.
There you go.
My Clippers have a tightrope walk tonight. It is judgment night for one LA team.
The Suns are the 2 seed.
Yeah.
Y'all playing the 5 seed. How is it a cakewalk for you, for us, and the tightrope for you?
Because it's CP0 tonight.
Already Judgment Day. Okay, yes, we will get to the Lakers. We will get to the Clippers. I promise you that. But this guy, Aaron Rodgers, you know, right before we went to bed last night, he had plenty to say, and we got to talk about it. Rodgers did not show up to the Packers' organized team activities, but we have finally heard from the quarterback in an interview. The Green Bay QB said, quote, anything is on the table at this point. And then he continued to open up the most we've heard him talk about his situation with the team. Take a listen for yourself.
It's never been about the draft pick, picking Jordan. I love Jordan. He's a great kid. You know, he a lot of fun to work together. I love the coaching staff, love my teammates. You know, I love the fan base in Green Bay. It's incredible 16 years. It's just kind of about a philosophy, you know, and maybe forgetting that it is about the people that make the thing go. It's about character. It's about culture. It's about doing things the right way. And a lot of this was put in motion last year, and the wrench was just kind of thrown into it when I won MVP and played the way I played last year. So this is just kind of, I think, the spill out of all that. But look, man, it is about the people, and that's the most important thing. Green Bay has always been about the people.
A lot of talk about the people. I was trying to figure this one out. Shannon, help me. What do you make of what he said?
And it doesn't take much for me to figure this out. This relationship seems beyond repair. Skip, he mentioned a lot of people, but he didn't mention the general manager. He didn't mention the CEO, Mark Murphy, or the DM, Brian Gutekunst. Skip, he said I saw the way this was playing out, but a monkey wrench got thrown into the situation when I won the MVP. He said, I saw what they were doing. Everybody else saw what they were doing. But when I won the MVP, all of a sudden, Skip, he said the philosophy. You know what the philosophy is? Is that y'all don't consult a player of my ilk about some of the things that you're going to do. Now, this was a chain of events that started. I believe the quarterback was maybe the straw that broke the camel's back. But this was a chain of events, a series of events that started. Alex Van Pelt, his position coach, the quarterback coach, was fired. You mentioned Kumaro. They let him go. Skip, another one of his favorite receivers was Jeff Janis, the guy that caught the Hail Mary against the Cardinals. The Jordy Nelson situation. There seems to be a lot of things that no one consulted Aaron Rodgers. And when you're dealing, and look, people, I get it. Aaron Rodgers is the guy they never consulted, Tom Brady. But when you're dealing with guys like Aaron Rodgers, and the more accomplished or acclaimed a player is, especially if he plays that position, you might want to consult with him. Skip, and Mike Holmgren laid it out abundantly clear. He said he would have never got to that. He said, I called Aaron in and says, Aaron, this is the direction that we're going in. And now we might have to address it if he's still upset, but at least I give him the heads up. But listening at him talk, he's very matter of fact. He seems uninterested at any point in time of going back to Green Bay. He seems uninterested of mending any fences with the two guys that are the decision makers, CEO Mark Murphy and GM Brian Gutekunst. So for me, it's abundantly clear how he feels. He's content with moving on. He seems to want to move on. He mentioned 16 years, and he cut it off, Skip. Ain't nothing about moving forward. 17, 18, 16 years. It was great, my 16 years. Mentioned nothing about going on. So for me, it seems that Aaron Rodgers is resigned to the fact that I'm going to be playing elsewhere. And y'all need to become resigned to the fact that I'm going to be going elsewhere. Because I know deep down what you wanted to do. You wanted me to play just one more year, and then because I got no more guaranteed money, you could ceremoniously let me go. But guess what? I won the MVP, and now I control all the cards again. I just don't see how it works, Skip. Aaron Rodgers doesn't seem interested in repairing this relationship.
And all that our viewers just heard came from Hall of Famer Shannon Sharp, who was a Denver Bronco for the most part of his career. And he would love to see Aaron Rodgers become Denver Broncos quarterback next year.
I mean, I wouldn't fight it.
You wouldn't fight it. And by the way, there was a report that just, excuse me, last week, Aaron Rodgers played golf with John Elway, who happens to be the overseer of the Denver Broncos.
They did?
I don't know. It sounds, it smells like tampering to me.
They don't tamper, man. It's a public golf course. They just happen to be members at the same course.
Okay. Oh, they do? Really?
No, I don't know that. I just make that. I don't know, Skip.
My biggest takeaway is that Aaron Rodgers is a piece of work. He is a brilliant media manipulator, a master media manipulator, to the point that he said a whole lot without really saying anything. There was nothing dramatic or definitive in anything he said. Did he say, I want out?
Right.
Did he say, I want in? Did he say, I'm going to be a Packer for life? Or did he say, I will not be a Packer next year? He didn't say any of that.
But I think, Skip, you know what he was saying is that if you listen to Brian Gutekunst talk and some of Mark Murphy saying, they made it seem like there was no issue going on with Aaron Rodgers. And from him talking, there's an abundance of issues going on, and they have not been resolved because he keeps saying philosophically.
Okay. I thought he was very cryptic in what he said, but he was cryptically brilliant in what he said, cryptically effective, because he has the whole NFL nation buzzing about what did he say or not say. And it came across as a non-demand demand, because there's demand between the lines, but you got to read all between the lines.
Yes.
So I took this as a DM, as in direct message, straight to Mark Murphy, who does oversee the Packers.
Yes.
He effectively operates as Mark Murphy as the owner of the Packers.
Correct.
Sort of the Jerry Jones of the Packers.
Correct.
Am I right?
Correct.
They are publicly owned.
Right.
But he is commissioned to be the buck stops on his desk,
yes,
right?
That is correct.
So this was a direct message to me, to Mark Murphy, that, hey, I threw a big wrench in your plans. It's called the MVP. And now it's advantage me.
Yep.
And just as you called me after you hired young Matt LaFleur without consulting me whatsoever, and you told me infamously, as it was reported by Bleacher Report, don't you be the problem. I am now your biggest problem. I am the biggest thorn in your side, and now you're going to have to kneel down in front of me and kiss my golden tail, because I am a living legend in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and I want to be treated. He named off he went back to Lombardi. He mentioned Bart Starr. He mentioned Farvey, as he called it. Farvey? It's now come to this. It's Farvey, as in Brett Favre. And he mentioned he called him the Minister of Defense, who is obviously Reggie White. So he says, I belong in that company. Now you need to treat me like I belong in that company, because that's who the Packers are. That's what we stand for. Living legends, monuments on the field.
It's not about the CEO. It's not about the general manager. It's about the players.
Okay. So I took this as a demand that the GM, Brian Gutekunst, is gone. And I would make that a package deal. I don't think he's sold on young Matt LaFleur either, because what happened on 1st and goal at the 8, incomplete. And then on 4th down, the young coach said, I give up. I've seen enough. We kicked the field goal. And obviously Aaron Rodgers has not let that one go. Am I right?
Right.
Okay. So to me,
but he did win the MVP under LaFleur, Skip. So I think that gives him a little.
I don't know, but that's Gutekunst's guy.
Right.
You know, they're joined at the hip.
Correct.
So I'm just not so sure that he's sold on him either, because he was forced on Aaron.
Right.
Aaron sort of had to grit his teeth and sort of grin and bear young LaFleur. I think he considers himself much smarter than LaFleur, and as he sees LaFleur gain more and more power and sort of stature in the organization, I don't think he loves that either. That's just me.
I guess Rodgers say, Kyrie, I really don't need no coach. You know, I coach.
Well, that is a fact.
I'm so good, you know, I really don't need you, bro.
So what have we seen this whole offseason? It has been Aaron Rodgers' mission over America to stick it back to the pack. Am I right? Because through ex-players and even current players that he's friends with, he has dropped hints into the media about, I want out, or else, you know, I need this changed or that changed. I need Gutekunst gone or whatever. Hint after hint after hint has been dropped through his sources who would be his teammates, ex-teammates. Okay, so we saw that. Then we saw him audition for Jeopardy and make a big public play out of, I want to replace Alex Trebek permanently, right? I want to be the new permanent host of Jeopardy, and I can do both, which I think is insane because I don't think you can do both, at least do well at both, because as you know, playing franchise quarterback, it's 365.
Skip, all it's going to do is take 46 days after the season.
But again, I thought that was just daring the Packers. I dare you. I dare you because I'm going to do this if you don't do that for me. And then I just mentioned the John Elway golf, so that's just another one. And then we had the video. And trust me, Aaron Rodgers knows exactly what video is going to get leaked or posted. Right. And it was supposed to be, the first day of OTAs. Right. And he has traditionally shown up for all the OTAs.
He got 500,000 workout bonus, 500K. Okay, so and normally they pick that up. That's easy. I go work out, do a little lifting weights, meet a little bit. I get that little easy money.
I got it. But yesterday he didn't show up for OTAs for the first time. I guess it's the first time in his career. He said it was reported that he's always there.
Yeah, I get that little money. Yeah.
And yet where was he? Somehow video gets posted of him celebrating. It looked like he was at a wedding or something in Hawaii with Shailene Woodley. Yeah. Right.